To Skyhold! Very slowly. Are you sure there's no way of going back? No, it's just there, yeah. Trudge back through the temple. So, yes. Solus could have been like, yeah, I totally approve of you. You're awesome. And going the wrong way. Sorry. Not that awesome. But yeah, you brought me to Elven Ruin, and we solved this big problem and everything. Maybe because you didn't really make any decisions. Like, what if the High Priest talks to you before fighting you and is like, oh yes, they were treacherous people and they trapped me because of their own jealousy and blah 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 blah. Let's go back to Skyhold. Let's see if the one slight approval gain that we gained has changed how Solus thinks of us. I mean, it won't, but maybe he'll now companion quest me? I doubt it. That would involve... I mean, I don't think anyone's got a new... Oh, actually, that's another thing I was going to do. Blah, 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 black wall. I think that's still better, isn't it? Yeah. This is the thing with giving people so much quest stuff, is you get to this point in the game. No, I want to talk to Solus first. And I skipped that because I had other quests to do, and now I've gone and done it, and it's actually, well, why did I go and do it?
Hello.
Hello. Goodbye.
We'll talk later. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh well. Solus will be the one companion I don't do a quest for. I mean, like, I did all the quests for people in DA2. In Origins, I think I did all of the stuff. I mean, I haven't even gotten a companion quest from him, like a real one. I don't mean like the random picking up quests. But, because I assume he's got a real quest. But I'm not getting any, like, that's the only one. Again, I say, what am I doing? No. Alright, yeah, I sent you off to get random stuff, because I don't know what else to do with you. Chase and turn accessory 1. Not something I'm particularly excited by. I definitely don't want to start that now. Place de Lyon resources. No, Emerald Graves, because we just failed that. Little Pyrophyte. Go on.
Let us begin.
See, I'm not entirely sure what, like... I'm at a point where I've done everything, all of the operations. And I'm just kind of wasting time there now. To some extent. So I need to think about... Hello. I mean... Do I meander off to somewhere else? Or do I just kind of go... I'll just do the main quest. Right.
Our heroes strode the winding road.
You're a questy person.
Inquisitor, a title hard to rhyme. A challenge for another day, I think. Forgive me my distractions, Eminence. I'm overwhelmed by you and what you've done. My name is Merida, a humble bard.
You're a bard?
Are you a bard like those of Orlais?
Oh, heavens no. I'm a minstrel first. My weapon is a cutting tongue, not blades. I hope my skills will help in some small way, if only I can give your deeds their due.
And how can I help?
What do you bring to the Inquisition?
A simple thing
Well, how can
you
you
know
help, is it?
well. The power of a muse to rally hearts and minds.
I think that's what it was, wasn't it? How can you help? Oops.
I want to spread the word of what you've done. A small but vital role. Perhaps I'll also make a coin or two.
Hmm.
Carry on then.
Oh, I will do my best, Inquisitor.
Okay. Cram, do you have stuff?
Inquisitor?
How can we use you?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the charges?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
Thank you.
We'll talk later.
I love these guys.
Inquisitor!
I don't know what's going on. Ah! Check the coal.
They should have been born together, but instead they were bound by light.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Liliana, I've just come from there. Well, we'll go around and open all the doors. You can have a massive draft to the castle. I'm sure Cullen will be immensely happy.
This is yours, Commander. It's addressed to you.
Who's it from?
That boy. All it says is, Aldred marked you, but didn't make you. You stayed you.
Of course it does.
I just like the fact you like. So obviously that is a reference to the Circle in Origins, and he went a bit bonkers. I mean, not Meredith levels of bonkers, of course, but a certain level of bonkers. And he's just like, no, just don't try and help me. Yeah,
At your service.
I shall talk to your hip. Tell me about more about you.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
Is your family all right?
You've mentioned siblings. With everything that's happening, do you know if they're all right?
I've received word from my eldest sister. She was always good at tracking me down. South Reach has experienced the same chaos as everywhere else. My family is fine. Pray they remain so.
Tracking you down?
Your sister tracked you down. She didn't know where you were.
I let her know I was in Haven. She assumed I survived. It's not the first time. I may have neglected to tell her when I was transferred to Kirkwall.
Why?
I wasn't in a good state. I wanted only to leave. I received an angry letter about my disappearance 2 years later. For all her reprimands, it was a relief to hear from someone who knew me before the Blight.
What is it you regret?
You still regret the man you became after leaving Ferelden?
After the Ferelden Circle, I thought all mages were like the ones there. Knight Commander Meredith's methods were harsh, but they kept people safe.
What of Jenny? What of Jenny, eh? How many people will understand what I'm babbling on about there? How many people understand what you're babbling on anyway, Dragonster? This is a good question. Meredith was wrong. Yes.
You've said Meredith was unstable.
She was my Knight Commander. I had no reason to distrust her. She wasn't wrong about the Blood Mages in Kirkwall.
Hawk,
Meredith encouraged
Merrill.
my anger towards the mages. There was only so far I would go, and she knew that too. I was her second in command. She kept decisions from me, those I would question. I believed she was serving the city. I never thought to question her, not until it was too late.
I hope I'm a better leader.
I hope you find the Inquisition's leadership more agreeable.
I am confident you will see us through to the end. The Inquisition is my chance to atone. I will not see it fail.
Aww. What will you do next?
The Inquisition won't last forever. What will you do when this is over?
To be honest, I hadn't given it much thought until recently. I'm not used to having so many possibilities.
And are you against the Templars now?
Do you think Templars should cease to exist?
No. I may have chosen to leave that life, but I respect those who remain. Magic ungoverned could tear the world apart. It's doing so now. Templars are trained and able to confront such dangers.
So what's the answer?
What would you suggest?
Some call the Circle a prison that can only breed resentment. Perhaps opportunities to work outside the Circle. A mixed military service or healers' clinics with Templar support. And there must be a safer way for Templars to leave. Templars can lose their memories to lyrium. Some call it a gift, to forget the failed harrowings, the demons. Some atrocities haunt me still. But to lose what good I can recall, I nearly lost my mind once. It is no gift.
Would your idea work? I think that's kind of the idea we're going with. That's the way we're kind of going. You know, the two of us and Cassandra all seem to kind of think that that's... The Circle, in principle, is a good idea. I mean... it is in... it does also get to the point where you're branded a mage, therefore you must go to the Circle. You're part of the Circle. How dare you try and leave the Circle? Or is it? I don't know. The Circles can still work. That's the thing, is... I don't know. That's not a bad idea. Circles can still work. Well, I don't think... This is the thing, is I don't fully understand what that means, because I assumed that Cullen wasn't saying abolish the Circles. Like, the Circles... Oh, right, now I want to... Okay, that's a save, so I think that's a save, so I'm going to say the Circles can still work. And then, if it's exceptionally... I'll just reload and go with would your idea work, I think.
The Circles may have faltered, but they were not without merit. That system should be restored, not abandoned.
He's not proposing abandoning it.
May bring peace for a time, if only because people crave stability. But how long would it last?
I think I'm already right.
That's all I wanted to know.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
Trying to think if that's something that... Like, they should be restored to what they were, but... No, we're going to reload. No, I think... Now, that looked like it saved in the middle of the conversation. Or not.
Was there something you needed?
I wanted to know about you.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
You get Templars now. Okay.
Do you think Templars should cease to exist?
No. I may have chosen to leave that life, but I respect those who remain. Magic ungoverned could tear the world apart. It's doing so now. Templars are trained and able to confront such dangers.
Right, I'm going to listen out for this, because the way Alec responded was, "Hey, Josephine," was, "Oh, we can't just get rid of the Circles." But I don't think that's what Cullen said. And I think, just silly. Like, I don't know. What's the answer then?
What would you suggest?
Some call the Circle a prison that can only breed resentment. Perhaps opportunities to work outside the Circle. A mixed military service or healers' clinics with Templar support. And there must be a safer way for Templars to leave. Templars can lose their memories to lyrium. Some call it a gift, to forget the failed harrowings, the demons. Some atrocities haunt me still. But to lose what good I can recall, I nearly lost my mind once. It is no gift.
Right. The Circles can still work. Well, he's not proposing getting rid of the Circles. And this is basically what we... Right, would your idea work? Yes. Fairly sure. And I think... Right, Alec isn't a complete... kind of character. I mean, he's quite political and pragmatic. He is a nobleman. While that's something that could be asked, is actually thinking about it. If you make it easier for Templars to leave without having horrible side effects, more people will join the Templars. If you ease the restrictions on the mages, while still having them under control, by having Templar oversight, just in case, but giving them options outside the circle, it would also mean that mages who are found doing other things outside, unconnected to the circle, like I'm not entirely sure when magic ability becomes apparent in this world, but if that happens, then, and they're found out, then it's not, oh, they're a horrible apostate, it's, do you want to join the circle? Join the circle, in inverted commas. Okay, well, you want to work in this capacity, well, we can use you here. Which means that Templars are fighting Maleficarum, which are not apostates. I think all Maleficarum are apostates, but not all apostates are Maleficarum. I think it's how it works. In actuality, that's not a bad idea. Let's go with that, I think. Well, let's listen to what I say.
I like the sound of that.
I'm not sure it's the answer, but something needs to change.
Thank you. Okay.
That's all I wanted to know.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
There we go. Right. Let's go and send everyone off. So yeah, I'm kind of... Still not entirely sure what to do. I don't want to look up whether
Inquisitor?
that is the final one. It does say final, but I don't know if it's... I don't know. But it's weird that it's got an upper level suggestion on it if it's the final one. So I don't know if it is, but I don't want to test it and find out, and then find out it is the end. Although there is DLC, and I think DLC happens after the game, or can be done after the game. Let's pick people up. Emerald Grain resources. Ooh, the Red Temple Lieutenant has agreed to a rendezvous at the Lion's Pavilion. He will not remain long. Make haste. Okay, so we're heading to the Emerald Graves. That might be next time. So I think we'll be doing more side quests next time. And that I think I'm going to send... I think I want to send Cullen on that one. For the resources. Actually, I'm not going to be using the resources. Let's send Josephine.
Inquisitor.
And then Liliana. Gather coin. I use that less than anything else. Exalted Plains resources, why not? Oh, no, I don't want Rashfine. Western approaches. Deep mushrooms. Alright, go on.
Let's see what we have.
Right, so I've sent everyone off. I think we're looking at side quests next time. More side quests probably. Where we'll go and deal with this Red Templar fellow in the Emerald Graves. I assume he's up here somewhere. Lord Carol. Oh, the Red Templar responsible. Yes. So we'll go and deal with him next time for sure. Kind of battering out the Red Templars will probably, I think, that makes sense to certainly happen before we risk trying the main quest. But I think that is where we're going to cut this session. So yes, next time, defeat Carol. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.